Shalom, shalom, I'm back. We get back into this, these scriptures. Wait, I'm gonna get back into, hold on, I'm gonna get back into what I was getting back into. Which, yeah, it was, I believe. Hold on. Oh, I was gonna get this right here. I was gonna get, let me just finish going into, let me just finish what I was going into. Easter. That pagan ass shit. Now hold up, wait. Ah! Damn, we going through hell. Let me get this. And then I got interrupted. This was worshipped as a fertility goddess. What we have today, Easter, is still the same thing that they were doing in the times of Semiramis. The names of these gods have only changed with time, but they remain the same. Yeah, these, Satan, right? Baal, well, Nimrod represents Satan on earth, really. The spiritual demon Satan is Nimrod. They was trying to actually and yeah, for the Israelites, Nimrod, the Lord of Heaven, Baal, that really is Canaanites, man. They got it from the Canaanites. They got it from the Canaanites. And then Tammuz was the son, right? Tammuz, the son of Nimrod, also Nimrod. And Semiramis, the queen of heaven, Ashtoreth. The Israelites called her Ashtoreth. And Phoenicians, because the Israelites were wicked, man. It was going off. 2/3. Tammuz and Astarte. Tammuz is Tammuz, and then Rhea Ishtar, the Neo-Babylonian Empire. Rhea or Ishtar. Assyria, Ninus, because they were similar. Cyrus, Horus was Tammuz, and Isaac, Devaki, was Semiramis. China, Panku, Nimrod, Tammuz, Hingo, Masubo, Semiramis. And they say Quetzalcoatl was Tammuz. Not true. When you look at but made clear by other sheep that are not of this fold, because that was the house of Judah in the land, right? But Northern Kingdom was not in the land. Majority of other sheep that are not of this fold. KJV. I must bring them. John 16:10. And other sheep I have which not are this fold, them shepherd. And the house of, so one fold from two, right? And the house of Ephraim, other sheep which are not of this fold. So you had the kingdom of Judah that was in the land, and you had the house of Israel that was not in the land, the northern kingdom. They were separated from the land. So get this. In verse 16, more children of Israel's companions take another stick and write upon it, for Joseph the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel's companions. Verse 7. Because the northern and southern kingdoms is going to be brought back together. One shepherd. And we know he only came to save the Israelites, his people. But anyways, let me get back to what I was getting into. So this kind of goes off cont'd, which is, and then you have Scandinavia, Odin, that chases back to Nimrod too, and Semiramis, the queen of heaven, which is Frigga. Basically, yeah, abomination of the Ammonites, children of Ammon. So Milcom, Moloch, same 6. Yeah, Moloch. That's and Ahaz. That's the 12th king of Judah. Well, let me get it's Easter. Easter is pagan, right? Let me get it goes into it, man. Easter being pagan. Learn not the ways of the heathen. Yup. Easter is one of the ways power Yahweh calls the ways of heathen, or the ways of other nations. Heathens are people outside the nation of Israel who worship idols. What so-called Christians should do with anything that is tainted, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen comes to any heathen practice. Do not learn and don't know that most of these practices are things that power Yahweh outrightly commands against. Most of these or against it. Deuteronomy 12 verse 29 and 32. I'm gonna get that. When Yahweh thy power shall cut off the nations from before thee, whither thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them, and dwellest in the land. Verse 30, take heed to thyself, that thou be not snared by following them, after that they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou require not after their powers, saying, how did these nations serve their powers? Even so will I do likewise. Verse 31, thou shalt not do so unto Yahweh thy power. For every abomination to Yahweh which he hated have they done unto their powers. For even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire to their powers. Verse 32, what things soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. Nation, the power of Yahweh. Yeah, trying to make some like so-called Christian, right? Trying to make some, basically try to bring a clean thing out of an unclean thing. Who can bring? There's a scripture that goes like that. A clean thing out of an unclean. Who can, right? It's a rhetorical question. Job 14:4. Who can bring a clean thing out of unclean? Not one. Not one. Not one. So, sun worship. Ezekiel 8 and 15. This down to 16. Then said he abomination before Yahweh. Nation before Yahweh, man. Yeah, man. You look at facing the sun and shit. They had their backs towards the temple of Yahweh too, and their faces towards the east, and they worshipped the